Back in 2014, the GTX 750 and 750 Ti were incredibly popular cards and ones that are still widely used today. The main reason, they were affordable and provided enough performance for them to be worth using over integrated and APU graphics. Does the RX 460 follow the same pattern for even less money, or is it too underpowered to be worth it? Let's find out. Before we hit the benchmark section, let's take a look around this MSI RX 460 that AMD sent over. It's here we see where that affordability comes from and just how efficient it is. That efficiency largely down to the 14nm manufacturing process. The cooler is very minimalistic, there's a single fan here and no auxiliary power connector, with the card having a tiny 75 watt power draw and recommended power supply output of 400 watts. This card is a great addition to older, more generic non-gaming PCs as can be powered from the PCIe lane alone. The card's very small at just 172mm wide and fits in the standard 2-slot PCIe form factor, the norm for GPUs, and stays pretty cool under load. You're looking at around 72 degrees Celsius under 100% sustained load with the Thermark benchmark and out of the box fan curve. In terms of I/O, that's also pretty decent and covers the necessary bases, with DVI for older style displays, HDMI for connections to displays with audio outputs, great for using this GPU with a TV, and a DisplayPort connector, which is fantastic and allows you to use AMD's FreeSync technology. This card is a 2GB version of the 460, but it's worth noting that a 4GB version is available. Now, when many people look at this card, they'll go, does it have a backplate? No. Does the card have great overclocking support? No. Does the card have RGB LEDs? No. Does the card have a dark grey kind of stealthy heatsink design? No. And it's no to all of those questions, but it's the why that's very important to understand. If it did have all of those features and functionality, which it doesn't need to be a good performing graphics card, then it would actually price itself out of the market. All those extra features cost money. By adding all that extra stuff, you essentially push the price of the card up, which outprices it out of the market. This card is so affordable and so available to the masses. You want to get into PC gaming, that this appears to be the card for you. At the end of the day, a graphics card primary purpose is to be good at gaming. It doesn't matter if it looks great, if it doesn't perform very well, then there's no point. And it's that $1 million question that's so important. Does it perform well? So let's roll the benchmarks and find out. So you saw the benchmarks, and this card is certainly no slouch. In conclusion, it provides very playable frame rates at even the latest of AAA titles. AMD has branded this as the esports card, the card for gamers of games such as League of Legends, CSGO, and in those titles it's none other than fantastic. That's not to say it can't cope with higher end or AAA title games. GTA 5, although aging a tad now, is a fantastic example of where you can get some certainly playable frame rates and a game that looks great. This is a card where sacrifices do apply and expectations do need to be aligned. You can't expect to spend in some cases under £100 or $110 on a card and not have to turn down anti-aliasing or turn off VSync. But if you accept that, you can get a great gaming experience without breaking the bank. That money you save on your graphics card could be put elsewhere. It could allow you to build a PC sooner rather than having to wait forever to save up. Or you could just go and spend that extra money that you would have spent on McDonald's and treat yourself. I mean, whatever floats your boat. If you did find this video interesting, make sure to smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this. Check out my PC builds, reviews, PC build guides, all of that jazz. But as always, follow my Twitter actually, and I'll see you in the next GeekaWhat video.